What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king. Welcome you back to more Let's Play Subnautica. In the last episode, we made our return trip from the depths of the active lava zone with our Cyclops, and we took a brief detour back to the Aurora, made it inside the captain's quarters, and we received the plans for, and I probably should not let the tops of the water obstruct this as I do this, for a Neptune rocket. And we're going to have to build this thing in segments over time. And I'm going to actually start this episode by building ourselves the Neptune launch platform. This is only one of, I believe, 4 parts? It could be 5, but I think it's 4 parts, which require a fair amount of materials, but also probably not as many materials as you're expecting. If you've been stocking up like I have thus far throughout the game, then you're honestly not going to run into a whole lot of issues. So we got the 2 titanium ingots. I had a spare one on hand. Now we just need a computer chip and some lead, which I think I have enough lead on hand. Yes, I do. Now just to make a computer chip, which I need a gold. I need a little bit of table coral. I never keep enough in there for some reason. I don't know why. Let's get that. And we'll just grab the 2. We might need more computer chips later, but whatever. And then we need 2... I guess we just need the copper wire straight up. Yeah, because I did make a couple of those. And that should be everything. So now we need to figure out where we're going to build this thing. We don't want to build it too far away. But again, much like the Cyclops, we need to dock it somewhere pretty far from... there you are. We need to dock it pretty far away and over something that's actually like pretty deep, because this thing is huge. It's going to take up actually a lot more space than even our Cyclops. Not so much depth-wise, but mostly just area-wise. So let's pack that thing up. Honestly, we could just put it in the same spot, but I feel like I kind of want to put this in an area that's like, I don't know, we're going to get a good vantage point of things. So let's do this. I'm going to take this, and I'm going to actually bring a beacon with, just so that I can mark. This actually... No, I think it does put down a marker when you put down the platform. I could be wrong about that. So I'm going to, just in case, I'm going to grab a beacon. And considering I don't need this base beacon anymore, I'm going to grab that one. No. I don't want to edit your name, dang it. I want to pick you up. Thank you. Okay, we're going to take this. And we are going to head... I'm going to try to go, like, fully adjacent to the Aurora in some open space before we build this thing. But this is not the only thing on the docket for today's episode. We're going to kind of do this all in sequences. So I'm going to try to basically build a segment per episode, and we're also going to have an alternative objective per episode for the next few. So the next thing we're going to be doing in this episode after we build this platform is we are going to be heading out to the Sea Treader's Path, the proper Sea Treader's Path, and having a look around in there. Now, my Cyclops, you're noticing, is really, really far away. That's because it's all the way over by Life Pod 12, sitting over a thermal vent, getting its energy restored, which is a really slow process. Honestly, this might be a good spot. No, we'll go a little further. Yeah, just getting its energy restored at the moment. I don't want to put this in a place where it's going to get in the way of reefbacks, though. Let's go right here. This is probably good. I don't know why I just hit the thing and turned on everything. Gosh dang it. Okay, let's do one at a time. Those, we'll keep on the Lost River ones because we still need to go and explore the rest of that. The Sea Treaders one, and that's probably it. Okay, I think we're good. All right, let's place this thing right here. And hopefully this doesn't get in the way of the reef backs. We're going to start with the platform. So let's do that. And like I said, this thing is massive. So just watch as it slowly builds it. Like, it's really big. Easily bigger than our base. And it'll make more sense once I actually climb aboard it. Because there's kind of, like I said, this game kind of has a couple of perspective issues. But watch, as we get closer to it, you can kind of see its scale a little bit more. So as soon as it drops, we'll climb aboard this thing. We'll have a look at it. Yeah, it's gigantic. I mean, like, look at this thing. It's crazy. And so we're going to be building up a rocket in the middle of this thing. And to do any subsequent parts, we're no longer going to need our mobile vehicle base. So I'll pack that up. We are going to have to use this thing. So first we're going to be creating the gantry, which we need a plate-steel ingot, copper wire, and lubricant. Very, very simple. We'll do that in probably the next episode, though, because, like I said, we have other things on the docket today. And unfortunately, it is about to... I know I didn't want to climb aboard you. It's so annoying doing that. There we go. Unfortunately, it's about to turn nighttime, but that's okay, because we're going to use this opportunity to make our way over to the Sea Treader's Path. And yes, at some point we are going to be venturing out to the dunes. So all the locations that we haven't really explored thus far are the Sea Treader's Path. We kind of didn't really explore the crag field all that much, but I think I'm going to kind of leave that one be, personally. There's a chunk of the Lost River biome we haven't been through as well. A small chunk, not a huge chunk. And then there is the actual blood kelp zones themselves, and of course the dunes, which the dunes is going to be kind of the pièce de résistance of the entire experience, because that is by far the most terrifying location in the entire game. Yes, even the mountains have got nothing on that nonsense. I'm going to actually put, just because it takes up so much space, I'm actually going to put my mobile vehicle bay like right here. I'm never going to use it again. I just want it out of the way, and I'm not going to stuff it inside a locker somewhere. Okay, so let's head on out of here, and we're going to head towards this beacon, but we're not going to use it religiously, because this is not a marker of the Sea Treader's Path. It is a marker of the Sea Treaders in the Grand Reef, not the Sea Treader's Path itself. Because there is a distinction, trust me, a big distinction. We're going to head kind of towards it, and then we're going to turn right once we get about to the Grand Reef. And we're actually, to be honest, the Sea Treader's Path is honestly more directly south of the crag field than it is anywhere near the Grand Reef. It's kind of sandwiched between the two. It's like a middle spot between the Grand Reef, the dunes, the sparse reef, just kind of all sandwiched in there and bordering it on either side. So let's head down this way. We've been down here 1,000 times before, so I'm not like super worried about going down here. And of course we're taking our prawn suit, because that is the only sensible thing to do ever when heading anywhere we haven't been before. Not to say that the Sea Treader's Path is really dangerous. It's not. The only thing you have to worry about there is warpers, which are a non-factor to us now. We really don't have to worry about this area at all anymore. So what I'm going to do is I just kind of climb out here, and as soon as I see the glowing bulbs of the Grand Reef, we are going to hit a right. So over this way we go, and I don't actually need to go very deep to make it down to the path. We're just going to kind of keep following this until these stop appearing, because we're still technically in the sparse reef now, and it's a pretty good indicator you're in the right area once you have reached a segment where these are gone and you've just hit like land that is jutting out towards the abyss, but like flat land. So just kind of stay on this side and keep going. And this is in fact it right here. So once you see this cave system over here, you're in the right place. So head down here, and we are going to be going and looking for a wreck in this area as well, even though I don't need anything inside of it. We might as well take a look at it. And this is the Sea Treader's Path right here. We are literally walking on it. Okay, yes, there is a beacon for... I didn't even think to check for that. There is a beacon for where our Neptune launch platform is. That's perfect. Alright, where are you guys? They're around here somewhere. Got all these membranes around here. Membrane trees. I don't hear them. Oh, I see them! There they are! Walking around.
Damage to plant life on the seafloor suggests this may be the migration path of a huge, bottom-dwelling life form.
So remember, if you ever need easy shale and you don't want to go looking around in places like the Sparse Reef like I did, or waiting until you make it to the Gun Island / Mountain Island to get all of that, this is the place to come. Now, I am going to get a scan out of these guys, if possible. Can I? No? What? I can't scan this thing? Well, I feel gypped out of that. Really? I can't scan the big ones? I have to be careful, because these guys actually can hurt you if you're not careful. Okay, watch that. See that leg right there? When it kicks out like that, they are actually trying to hurt you. They're not passive, but they're not aggressive either. They're defensive, much like a gasopod is, for instance. I guess I can't scan them, though. I always thought I could. Well, that's okay. We're going to be scanning the other Leviathans in this game. And yes, I said we are going to be scanning the other Leviathans in this game. There is going to come to a point where I am actually going to make an attempt and try to kill one of each type of aggressive Leviathan. I'm not going to kill one of these guys. These guys are harmless. I'm going to try to kill one Ghosty Boy, one Reaper, and one... Oh, why did that scare me so bad? Oh, gosh. That frickin' bump. And then, of course, one of the Sea Dragons. But, honestly, would not advise doing it. I'm only going to do it for the sake of showing it off. It is a little bit of a slog to do so, though. Okay, I'm just kind of waiting for it to turn to daytime at this point, because I know where the wreck is. It's up above, but this place is so freaking cool. I mean, look at all these guys. You can get so many shale deposits off them. It's crazy. All right. There's only one wreck here in the Sea Treader's Path, I believe. I think there's another one on the outskirts of it, but I think it's technically part of the dunes? I could be wrong about that. I honestly could be wrong about that. I don't know a whole lot about the Sea Treader's Path myself because, as I've said before, I think I've said before, I don't ever come here. Like, this is never a location for me in playthroughs because I just find more... I mean, I find things that are a lot more useful than the Sea Treader's Path for getting shale, places that aren't as out of the way. Because that's the only reason, realistically, to come here is to just get shale. Okay, I'm still over something. I really wish I could see, but there is no sunlight here at all. Oh, I think it's starting to come back. Maybe? Maybe I'm just psyching myself out with lighting. Yeah, these sea treaders, they actually hurt you pretty good if they give you a kick, so do be aware of that. Like I said, they're not aggressive, but they do retaliate if you get too close. So just kind of stay behind them at all times so they're not looking at you, and just grab the shale before it sinks away. So, okay, there's the warpers, but they shouldn't go after us at all. I think they still technically do damage, but they do like the weakest amount. So it's not something you have to worry about so much. So there is... I'm almost certain there is a wreck up here somewhere. We got to find it without venturing into the Sparse Reef. Because this isn't a very big location. We also got to do it without venturing into the dunes. Which is also a very easy thing to do. Okay, this is not the right way. Let's pull ourselves back this way. Is that it right over there? No. Well, oh, yep. Yes, there it is. Okay, we found it. Cool. All right, so this, I do believe, is like the primo location to get yourself nuclear reactor parts. If you go around this wreckage, they're just scattered all over the place. And obviously, you only need like 2 or 3 to... What is your deal? You only need like 2 or 3 to actually unlock it, but you can get a ton out here. There's also a data box, which I don't know what this one contains. Tech already in PDA, so I guess it doesn't matter. But, yeah, you got like a nuclear reactor fragment. There's one there. And there's more all around. A couple over here. There's another one. Nuclear reactor fragment. Nuclear reactor fragment. Yeah, they're everywhere. So there's that. But then we can actually get inside the wreckage itself, which I don't think actually has much going on inside of it. But we'll still take a look around nonetheless. Okay. pretty sure it's just a bunch of stuff you probably already have. But I guess if you want to get a nuclear reactor early, this is the way to do it. Although getting what is the word? Urionite is not the easiest thing ever. Oh, there's another data box here. What is this one? Tech Guardian PDA, of course. So I don't even know what is in any of these data boxes. I think one of them is a Cyclops module, but I could be wrong about that. I honestly have no clue what the other one is. But there you go. That is the Spars Reef. That is the Sea Treader's Path, basically in its entirety. Not a super eventful location. Again, it's just for farming shell deposits and, well, getting nuclear reactor fragments. Okay. So, let's continue, and I think since we have the time in this episode, the next thing I'm going to do... I don't want to go to the dunes yet. I know we're, like, right next to it, and it's so tempting. It would be so cool to do it, but I don't want to do it for the simple fact... Well, I guess I'm technically in it right now, but I don't want to, like, hang around in it for the simple fact that... there are a lot of cool things to be found within the dunes, and that's like an entire episode's worth of stuff. So, we're going to head back, and I think what we'll do, actually, with the rest of our time is... I think a good idea would be to actually make our base a little bit more homely. I know this late in the game, it seems a little bit redundant at this point, but I have all of this stuff, and I have an entire multi-purpose room that I made for the sole fact of putting, like, a bed in it and a vending machine and things like that, and I never got around to doing that, so why don't we do that? Make our home a little bit more of a home, you know what I mean? Even though it is only going to take a handful of more episodes for us to finish this rocket. So, let's see. I'm going towards the Seamoth. I shouldn't be going towards the Neptune platform. Of course, I also don't want to venture out for too long because I have to worry about things like food. I have nutrient blocks and water bottles on me. I think... Okay, I'll drink one of the water bottles for sure, but I think instead of eating a nutrient block, I'm just going to go back and cook up some Reggies real quick. So let's do that. And this ominous music could really quit it, honestly. I really do think that the Grassy Plateaus music is a little bit too intense for its own good. I probably didn't need to cook two there, but oh well. Cool, that was redundant. Alright, so yeah, I have this entire multi-purpose room that I built for the sole purpose of putting things in it. So let's do that for a minute. So I'm going to grab those as well. Look at all these first aid kits I legitimately just never used. There's a ghostweed seed. I was going to use that for the hatching enzyme, and I never ended up doing that. So that's the only reason I got that in the first place. If anyone was still wondering why I grabbed that all the way back when. Okay, let's just grab a bunch of titanium now. What we can fit as far as that. And let's get our habitat builder out and make things a little better. So I'm definitely getting a double bed because I deserve to be spoiled. So let's do that. I'm going to try to center this a little bit. Gosh dang it. There we go. Oh, we need fiber mesh. Okay, well, I'll grab that as well. I guess that makes sense considering the covers and the pillows and whatnot. I'm going to stick... where is it? The Aurora Poster. I'm going to stick that right behind my bed. Like so. Perfect. Okay, we got that. Let's add a couple more things here. I did not mean to knock my habitat builder out of this. There we go. All right, let's see. We could get a picture frame. You know what? I have a great moment, a really great moment that I have saved that we can put on here. So I just need to go get some copper wire. Let's do that because I captured a couple of good moments. So actually, we'll put out 2 picture frames. Why not? Just to make this even more fun. Yeah, let's do that one. I think that's probably the best one. Okay, cool. Yeah, that was a fun moment. And then, oh wait, hold on. I have another one. Not quite as scary in hindsight, but it was still a pretty good one. Oh, look at that beautiful face. Okay, good. So those those were fantastic moments in this playthrough. What else can I do? I'm going to get a little desk. Might as well. I think this... they're both not that great of views, if I'm being honest, but I guess this one's slightly better. So we'll put that one there. Let's put a little chair next to it, too. A little swivel chair. think that'll be ideal. Hopefully I can actually sit in that. Is that too close to the desk? Yes, it is. Okay, let's back it up a little bit. You have to kind of give yourself a little bit too much space with these chairs. That it's kind of annoying, if I'm being honest. I guess I don't necessarily have to leave it as centered. You could be like, oh, it's swiveled around. You know what I mean? Kind of like that. Where are my... I have a toy, don't I? Yes, I do. They're on the other side. I'm going to go grab all that stuff. So let's see. Right here. Yeah, all these things. We are definitely grabbing, well, some of it. Hold on a minute. Actually, I was going to put the other ones in here just because this is kind of my workstation room, so I feel like it's very fitting if I put all of these down. So let's put that there. Let's put up. I don't want to rotate it too much. I'm going to actually leave a little bit of space there. And then this one. Come on. There. And then let's take our little flasks. And I'm going to stick those right there. Perfect. Wow, that's nice and cozy. I think that worked out great. Okay, so we got that. Now let's get our other things out of here. I need my hats and my poster, dang it. I think I'm going to put this poster in the moon pool, actually, where they belong. Okay, let's see. I'm definitely more of a blue hat guy, so I'm going to go with that. Turn that thing around, and we'll stick that kind of right there. Where is my gorge toy? There you are. Let's take that guy. We'll stick him there. Perfect. And while I'm at it, let's also make some wall shelves. And I'm going to put... Well, actually, I'm not going to make a big one. I'm going to make just one of these. There we go. Singular wall shelf. And on that, I will stick the Aurora miniature. If it'll let me. Hold on, we got to rotate that sucker. There we go. Not as big as I actually thought it was going to be. Let's put that there. And then we'll put our hat. Can I rotate that? Oh, come on. There, like that. Yeah, rotating and switching between them is a little bit tedious, but there we go. What is it? Oh, it says peak? It says peak. Okay, cool. This is starting to look like an actual proper bedroom now, I would say. Our base is actually a home now. Wonderful. We also have that car. I think I'll put that on the back rest of the bed, actually. Because how big is this sucker? It's not very big. Why does it take up so much more inventory space than the Aurora miniature? That makes no sense. But I'll just stick you right there. Cool. I'm going to rotate it a little. How about, like, there. There we go. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's a bedroom. Look at this. All of the memories. That time when the Reaper grabbed me, and that time when the crab snake grabbed me, and my Aurora poster, and all these things that I grabbed. Home sweet home. Okay. Actually, is there anything else I can build that's fancy? I guess I'm making, like, tables. Oh, yeah, I was going to make a vending machine. I should probably do that. Why don't I? Even though I am a little low on my glass at this point. Might as well add to it a little bit. And does the vending machine actually do anything? No, it does not, unfortunately. The coffee maker does, but that is... I've already got one of those on my... my Cyclops. So, sweet! Wish this did something. Unfortunately, it doesn't. I really want some mix chips or some potato mix or snack with an exclamation point. Altera Incorporated. All right. Now, I think I'm going to go put my poster up. My duplicate poster. Beautiful. This is a home now. This is officially a home. All right, guys. I think that's going to be it for this episode of Let's Play Subnautica. I hope you all enjoyed it very, very much. Next episode, we are going to be going after the Blood Kelp Zone this time. Well, actually, the Blood Kelp Trench more specifically. I think we might go for both blood kelp zones. We will see. But I am at least going to take the blood kelp trench down into the Lost River, and then we are going to explore the big area where the gargantuan Leviathan's ribcage had settled. And we'll see if we can find any interesting things around there. So thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed this episode very much, and I will see you all in the next one.